A lot can happen when you are not looking. That's what her death taught me. But it wasn't the death itself, it was the passing of time since it. She left before I was able to see her. That much is true. That much no one can say otherwise. What I had seen before me was a casket that turned from brown to yellow to green, then gray, in less time than it took for her daughters to fall to her side. I filled that time. The year since she said goodbye for the last time. The goodbye where I promised to tell her everything. I filled that time. There was the house that was in disarray. There was my brother and sister and mother. There was my cousin and aunts. And there was me. I filled that time. And other was what I sought. My time for tears came when I ran. Not metaphorically. It was cathartic. It was also the only place I could be myself truly. I didn't want anything from these others I found. Not genuinely. I only wanted them to take time away from my world. On the eve of her passing, I was out with one of these others, pretending the world wasn't as lonely as it would be. I filled that time. I did finally crack. It was when everyone else had their chance to do so. There's a pecking order. I need to make sure that everyone else gets their turn before I go. I'm not a martyr. I never wanted this. I cracked, and I could see fragile ego. The confident self vanish. I stumbled thinking I was strutting, and whatever secrets lay inside spilled out. They found their way to one person, a person who I soon began to know, the first person since everything to know anything. They listened to me as I had listened to them. It was through them that I discovered what I wanted in my life. I wanted to be whole. I wanted acceptance. I wanted to know that when it comes time for a pecking order to be initiated, I don't have to be a part of it. So, I fell in love. I filled that time. What is family was something I did not think I would need to learn again, but I did. Whatever weak thread that held together the biology fell away with her. Fathers and sons were even less than nothing, and mothers and daughters became distant lands. The few relatives I had left, not a couple, not some, but few, they divulged their interest in the land of death. There was a pecking order. Family became a construct that had no foundation, a name attributed to something real but imaginary to me. I had myself, my friends who knew of nothing or lived as much, and the faded voice of her guiding my path. But this person who accepted me, they invited me in. They invited me into what a family can be, where love acts as a unifier and not as a weapon. I denied it. It would hurt less later on. These things are fleeting. They have no true stronghold, but I learned. I learned how to be human once more. I learned how I can be hurt, in pain, damaged, but still desired. I learned that despite being told I was bad, that I can be good. So, I fell in love. I was not home at this point in time. I walked out in the night, deer watching me watch them, and I looked above. The clouds held together by branches asked me why I still questioned it all. Why I needed to feel like I needed to be gone when I couldn't be, not anymore. They found me. They held me. They showed me that I was not alone. It was good that my plan so long ago had not worked. I would not have this person otherwise. I fell into them. I had not done that before. It has been a year now since I saw her last, since I saw her sitting in her bed, her asking me what my next adventure was to be, me telling her that I was leaving that day for it. That was the day I told my brother that she was mortal, that she would not live forever. I did not get to say my goodbye. When she passed, I did not know what was going to happen. I still don't. But I learned something in that time. I learned that a moment holds more than what I give it credit for. I learned that a moment can be defining and that a year of them can relegate the worst and best time of your life. I've lost, gained, grown, shrunk, seen, and become blind. My parameters for time have changed. Life hasn't changed purpose, but what it can mean on any given day has. It's been just over a year since my Nani Jan passed. I filled that time.
Do together. Yeah, see?